So let's try to draw. Try to bait them into counterspell. And we just kill. We are on the draw and we have a decent hand. We have 3 lands, we have 3 colors, we have some interaction in case it's elves, in case it's madness. I think this is a solid keep in the blind, and they mulligan to 6. Let's see what they do. Blue-black. Gonna be probably Terror. We also go... Well, if it's Terror... I'd rather Nihil Spellbomb instead of Tapland. Let's not expose it later, unnecessarily. Even if it's tempting to go like Tapland to gain some tempo later, but it's fine. At the same time, here, I don't want to play into Spell Pierce or War Spike, so I will just develop my Crackling Shaman. And later, depending on what happens, I decide if I want to Equal Wellspring or Utron Monitor. Utron Monitor is an important card in the matchup because it stops the Snackers. They cast a Snacker, okay. So we have green light. We have very much green light. Okay, this changes a bit the things, because like without the Black Mage Rod, I would have definitely gone for Wellspring, but now that we have the Black Mage Rod, we want to start with our tempo plan. So we go like this. I don't want to expose this, because if they have like a lot of terrors, I don't want to expose this. So yeah. Because they will be confident rolling reanimating it with a Brainstorm. Beautiful island. They start the mill. Okay. They have 3 spells. And Brainstorm. Okay. This is still 4 spells in graveyard and 2 mana. So if they go another mill spell, before the mill spell, I am exiled in the graveyard. If they go anything else that is not a mill spell, I'm not exiling. I would like to draw out of this, because they are on 4 cards. They snuff this out. Well, I have to exile it. I have to exile the graveyard. I cannot afford a terror right now. Sadly. This resolves. Snacker cannot attack. And we go. So the idea here would be, can we play around Spell Pierce? Do we want to play around Spell Pierce? Well, attack. Sadly, we didn't kill the Snacker before the Spellbomb result. I think this will go face. Let's be careful and play around the Spell Pierce if we can. We're not in a rush to win the game now, because like we have some time. They have to rebuild all the graveyard. They know the first card of their library. Murmuring Mystic. This is unpleasant. Will they attack back? Okay. So how do we trick them. Huh. I think we have to go for this. Come on, this is 5 damage. This is 5 damage. We just want to... Let's see what's on top. This is 5 damage if they don't block. But I would like to kill the Mystic. It would require like 7 spells, so this is very good. This is very good. But they will never let this resolve. Okay, let's see. Interesting combat here. Option 1, we just attack with everything. If they block like this with a touch, if they just trade here, they go to 9, and next turn they are dead anyways. But do we want them to choose? What is correct here? This is an interesting combat. So if we attack with everything, they can, yes, they can either block this way to save up on some damage, but they're never winning because they will be jumping all the time, right? Okay, yeah, let's try to attack with everything. Are they saving up on some damage? They are not. Interesting. Okay, so we just blast them now. And play the land. And now the moment they tap out, okay, they will try to play a lot of spells now because they want to block all our creatures. They cannot snuff out, because if they snuff out, we just cast the toxin. Something annoying would be the life gain card, but on a Mystic. Okay. So, let's try to draw. Try to bait them into counterspell. And we just kill. Okay. Beautiful game. Envelop, Hydroblast. So my sideboard plan against this deck is kind of consolidated. The idea is that I want interaction with blue cards, I want interaction with serpents, and I want negate. The idea for negate is that it's versatile. It can kill a lot of stuff. What I do not want in this matchup are basically red cards. Galvanic Blast has done a lot of damage in this game, but it was just a coincidence. I think it's just a bad card in the matchup because it doesn't kill the serpents, it doesn't kill the mystic, and we don't want to use it to kill a 2-1 like a Sneaky Snacker. So I typically remove it because we are making them better with the Pyroblasts. That is the idea. At the same time, Pyroblast can also take the Lorien Hardcast for when they want to draw cards. Confession is a good card for their Serpents. Plays a bit weird into the Mystic, but for the Mystic we have the Pyroblasts. And Negate is just generically good cards into blue decks. I've been sideboarding this way for quite some time, and so far it went well. Let's see if this theory is confirmed. And it's good. We have important cards, classic affinity hand. I think we will start with Topland. Let's see if we can sneak in the Blood Fountain early game. Okay, I will start probably with the blue-black, because we want to be able to cast either one of our cards if we draw another untap land, or if we need some red to be played, we just go for the untap land here. So they are chilling, and I think interesting here. So I would like to triple spell next turn if I can. So I am going top land now. This was a very good draw. They will probably fill up their graveyard. So the most important spell will be the Nihil Spellbomb, which we want to resolve. So let's go one thing at a time. Land. Blood Fountain. If this resolves, we try to... Okay, this gets countered. Okay, very nice. If this gets countered, it means we can resolve this, and we can resolve this. Those are two very relevant cards in the matchup, because one stops the Serpent plan and the other stops the Snacker plan. If they kill it, okay, fine. We wouldn't have bargain regardless. They hardcast Snacker. Wouldn't be bad too. Into Snacker. Very good draw. Very good draw. So I don't want to expose unnecessarily this to Spell Pierce. I'm going to cast it immediately. Even if Familiar would be better opener here. Okay, let's go Familiar. Annul. Kind of would like to fight over this, because they have like three cards, and I have another Familiar. The idea is that if this resolves, it took 2 of their cards. Counter target spell. If it's blue, we annul it. This resolves, we can also go Familiar, Mere Enforcer, which is an even stronger argument for fighting over this Familiar. Let's open their graveyard, which will be exiled soon. To avoid snuff out, I am playing Mere Enforcer main 1, because if they snuff this out, we cannot cast it. And now we just attack, see if they block. They will not block. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. They have 4 spells. I don't want them to cast Brainstorm. I don't want... the idea would be to crack this in their draw step, to like maximize the opportunity to exile spells. But if they do Brainstorm in response, it's kind of sad, so I think it's correct to just exile and forget about it. We have a tempo plan enabled, so we'll just keep attacking. And we will open with Familiar next turn. We'll play around the counter spells, because we want, of course, to cast the Toadcast. They have 3 cards. Black Mage Rod. Sweet. So we just go Familiar first. Let's see what they discard. A Terror. Let's see if any of our cards gets hit by a removal. I think I'm offering the trade. Am I offering the trade? Maybe no, it's too early. They can reanimate it. Okay, interesting. Are you trading for Outron Monitor? Okay, fine. Now you have 1 card. If this is a counter spell, it's good, right? Because this means that If this is a pierce, is bad. Do I want to expose it to pierce just for 1 extra damage? The answer is probably no. And now we'll just eat their last card. GG's. GG's.